Welcome to another episode of It's All Been Done Radio Hour. We'd like to thank MadLab Theater, our host in Columbus, Ohio. Our next show at MadLab will be Saturday, November 19th at 3:30 p.m. It's the Nathan event, which will feature an episode of the Topnotch Tangler and 2 unrevealed sketches. So go to madlab.net/tickets and go ahead and get your admission all ready for that show. We are a part of the IABD Presents Network, which is a multi-platform entertainment content network here in Columbus, Ohio. We've recently launched a YouTube channel, so go to YouTube and search IABD Presents, and you'll be able to watch a live performance of our cast doing Welcome to Our Show from It's All Been Done Radio Hour, which is pretty cool. So this week's episode of It's All Been Done Radio Hour podcast is the Topnotch Tangler Kite Caper. So please enjoy.
Our next program tonight features that fearless fighter with fantastic features, the Topnotch Tangler. One night, years ago, a brilliant scientist from a rich family found herself in the wrong place at the wrong time, or possibly the right place at the right time, depending on your perspective. Pelted with rays no one fully understands, Miss Kimberly Benson was transformed into the Topnotch Tangler, a superhero who can save the city.
Oh, now you're making me blush.
Yeah, nice shade. Along with the police commissioner, who she just recently found out is her boyfriend, Carl Darling.
What did you say?
And the eager young Lieutenant Adam Carson.
That's me. Thanks kindly for mentioning me.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. This terrific trio keeps Tiptown safe from the terrible townies who terrorize it.
Who's that flying through the sky?
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
Beating senseless those bad guys.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
Prettier than an apple pie.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
Here she comes, there she goes, bye-bye.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
Hey everybody, I'm on the scene. No need anymore to flee or scream. I'm here for you, so have no fear. I'll knock those villains right on their ear.
She's the best, she's really tough. Untangles evil schemes and ropes and knots. She's the hero of Tiptown's deeps, cleaning up our dirty streets.
I'm here for you, so have no
The
fear.
Topnotch Tangler deserves a cheer.
Hooray!
Who's the bestest gal around?
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
Keeping safe our own Tiptown.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
To pound those bad guys in the ground.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
And turn every kid's frown upside down.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
There she
The Topnotch Tangler,
goes.
ooh, the Topnotch Tangler. The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
I'll do my best to make you proud. Now it's time to disperse the crowd. Thanks everybody, take care, get home safe.
There she goes.
Again.
The Topnotch Tangler.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
Tonight's episode, Kite Caper. We join Miss Kimberly Benson as she strolls down the streets of her secure city one Saturday afternoon, side by side with her sexy squeeze, Carl Darling.
Oh, Carl, I'm so glad you took Friday off. These past couple of days have been really special. It's made me feel even closer to you.
Of course, Kim. I know sometimes I may not show it that well, but this relationship is very important to me, in fact.
Oh, Carl, I feel exactly the same way.
You interrupted me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go on, darling.
It's okay. As I was saying, I think it's time we...
Oh, Carl!
Damn it, Kim. I'm trying to say something here.
I'm so sorry, but darling, look!
Carl turns to follow Kim's gaze and sees a startling sight.
That's a startling sight.
Now, who's interrupting? As I was saying, Carl and Kim see a conglomeration of colossal kites among the cloud canopy, with kidnapped kids kicking and creating a crying cacophony caught far above the earth.
Look, darling, it's a conglomeration of colossal kites with kidnapped kids on them.
How do you know the kids are kidnapped, Kim?
Well, they sure don't look happy to be up there. What other conclusion can I possibly conclude?
You're right. This sounds like a job for a superhero. I need to get to the police post, and I summon the Topnotch Tangler immediately.
Well, she may already be on her way with such a visible view from all over the city.
Then I'll go and help her. Go home and lock the doors, Kim. I'll come find you when this is over.
You're so brave. Go and save those children.
I will.
At the Tiptown track, the park in the center of the city, a crowd is gathered to watch the scene with breathless anticipation. Sorry, I forgot to breathe. In the middle of the chaos, a caped figure cackles and struts proudly, taking pride in her perilous project, her henchman nervously standing by her side.
What do you think of all this, Greg? Beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know, boss. What if we lose the breeze and those kids get hurt? And they won't get cold all the way up there, just flapping around in the wind.
Your gums are flapping around in the wind, Greg, and they aren't saying anything useful.
Oh, yeah, sorry, boss. I just don't know if this is such a good idea.
Not a good idea. I'm the Caped Caperer. None of my ideas are good, Greg. Just wickedly clever.
Whatever you say, boss.
Greg, I feel like your heart isn't in this. Maybe you should go home.
Oh, thanks, boss. I'll see you Monday.
No, you won't. If you leave now, you're fired. Ha ha!
Ooh, I see what you did there. Nope, I don't need to go home, boss. I'm here. Those kites sure look terrific. Terrifically terrible.
That's more like it, Greg.
You'll never get away with this, Caperer. The Topnotch Tangler will be here any minute, and she'll put a stop to your puny punk plan.
Oh, shut up. Tell me again, Greg. Why did you tie this police officer to a kite?
Well, I had to, boss. He wandered by the park while I was tying up the kids we nabbed from the orphanage, and then he tried to stop me.
The Topnotch Tangler will stop you.
Yes. I get why you had to deal with him, Greg. But why tie him to a kite? They're designed to carry little children high up in the sky. He's too heavy. He's like 15 feet off the ground.
Actually, I'm 17 feet off the ground. Give or take a couple inches.
Wow, you must be a mathematician. How did you know that?
I'm really good at eyeballing measurements.
Who cares? 15, 17. The point is, I can hear him. I can't hear the children screaming way up there. Why can't I hear the police officer, Greg?
Oh, sorry, boss. Maybe I should have gagged him before I sent him up.
Yes, Greg, maybe you should have.
Why don't you bring me down and trap?
You realize your arms and legs are tied to the kite's supports, right? You couldn't do anything to stop us, even if we did bring you down and try to gag you.
I could bite you.
Only if Greg is stupid enough to put his hand near your mouth. Greg, bring him down and gag him.
Oh, yeah. Yes, boss.
Hold it right there, Caped Caper.
It's just the Caped Caperer.
I'm sorry, I always get that mixed up.
It's not that hard. It's like caper, but with extra because I commit capers.
I know, but... Oh, Greg, what are you doing here?
Hi, Topnotch Tangler. I'm henchmenering.
No, Greg. Just no.
You got mixed up with another one of these bozos?
Yeah, what can I say? I have a type.
You really... Jeez, you really got to get over that. You know what they say idiocy is, don't you?
No.
It's doing the same thing twice and expecting different results.
Oh, I thought that was insanity.
Oh, same thing.
Well, actually, the Topnotch Tangler...
Will you two hold your gab fest till some other time? The Topnotch Tangler is here to fight me, not yak with you, Greg.
I'm so sorry, boss.
Thank goodness you're here, the Topnotch Tangler.
Well, Lieutenant Carson, what are you doing up there? Why didn't you speak up before now?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt your conversation with Greg.
Oh, well, that's very polite.
Thanks. I tried to stop the Kite Caper and save the kids, the Topnotch Tangler, but they overpowered me and tied me to this kite.
Well, I can see that. I admire your spirit, Lieutenant Carson, but next time call me and I will tangle with the bad guys.
Sure thing, the Topnotch Tangler.
Jeez, all this yabbering. Is this a fight or a quilting bee?
It's a fight, Caped Caperer. Okay, put Carson and the kids back on the ground at once.
What if I do? Will you let me walk away?
Well, no. I'm just gonna bring you to jail either way.
Then why should I cooperate with you?
Well, I'll ask the judge to grant you a lesser sentence if you do.
I've kidnapped 23 children and a police officer and put them on kites. What is the minimum sentence for something like that?
I'm not sure.
It's life. A dozen times over at least. Even if you could take the court down to a single lifetime behind bars, that's not going to help me.
Okay, so then you want to fight me, huh?
Yes! Of course I do! Why else would I kidnap all these kids? You think there's an endgame to putting them all up in the sky like this?
Guess I hadn't thought about what your endgame would be. Most villains usually have one, but I stopped them well before that point.
Well, there isn't an endgame here. I did it just to get your attention.
You could have just called.
Would you have fought me then?
No.
Well, plus, she doesn't even have your phone numbers.
Okay, let's do this then, Caped Caper. What?
Caped Caper.
Oh, well.
The Topnotch Tangler, I'm here. What can I do to help?
Commissioner Darling, just stand back. I have this.
Carson?
Hi, Commissioner.
What in blazes are you doing up there?
Well, I just...
Greg! Take care of Commissioner Darling, will you please, while I deal with the Topnotch Tangler.
Yes, boss.
Well, I guess you can help then, Commissioner. Keep Greg busy until I get him, and don't let him escape this time.
Okay, the Topnotch Tangler.
Pow! Blam! Punch!
Jab!
Slug!
Pow!
Slap!
Dodge!
Ugh!
Get him, the Topnotch Tangler.
What about me?
Aha, jab!
Ow!
Oh, sorry. Get him, Commissioner.
Kick! Block! Punch!
Boss?
What is it, Greg? I'm busy. Blam!
I got the commissioner tied up on a kite.
What?
Ooh, good work, Greg.
What's the matter, the Topnotch Tangler?
The matter is I've got her. Help me tie her to a kite.
Boss, it's not like her to stop fighting in the middle of a battle. Are you okay, the Topnotch Tangler?
Clearly, she has been beaten by a superior foe, Greg. Ha! Stop fussing over her.
Oh, okay, boss.
The Topnotch Tangler, do something.
Oh, sorry. Punch!
Ah, ow! You lost. You weren't supposed to fight back anymore.
Greg's getting away, the Topnotch Tangler.
Never mind him. He's just a henchman. Get us down.
Right away, Commissioner.
You'll never get them down. I happen to know that the best knots known to man are keeping those kites at bay. Your friends in the police department will never get free. They will.
Done.
Oh.
Gee, you sure are good with untangling knots. Thanks, the Topnotch Tangler.
Yeah, you're welcome, Carson. That is my superpower after all.
Wait, your superpower is untangling knots? Then why don't they call you the Topnotch Untangler?
Alliteration. You see, it's basically the same thing. Tangling and untangling.
Yes. Thank you, the Topnotch Tangler. We can take the Caperer from here.
See, he gets my name, almost. It's not that hard.
Well, shut up, you caped, woman. Thanks, Commissioner. I've got something to do anyway. I'm off.
Boy, she was in a hurry.
Never you mind, Carson. We've got a job to do with this issue. When our heroic heroine heads home, we heave a hub of relief, hearing harm has been halted here. Let's go.
No way.
Yes, way.
You're going to break up with Carl, darling? I don't believe it.
Well, why do you even care?
What can I say? I'm invested, the Topnotch Tangler. There's not much else going on in prison. Your relationship drama is the highlight of my day. Well, that and Big Carla got shanked yesterday, but mostly your thing.
Well, glad I can entertain you, Flimflam Floozy.
I just thought that once you got over your anger at finding out he was the commissioner, as ridiculous as that whole misunderstanding was, you two were solid.
We are. I mean, we were. We could be. But he's a distraction. Today the Caped Caper
You mean the Kite Caper?
Yeah, her. Whatever. She almost got the better of me because I was worried about Carl. I can't afford those types of emotional distractions in my job.
You know, Carl is the police commissioner, right? He's going to be in danger whether you're dating him or not, often from the same supervillains you're fighting.
Yes, I know, but if we were just friends, I think I could handle it. I mean, Lieutenant Carson was in trouble too, and I care, but it didn't stop me from doing my job.
You really think those feelings will just go away if you break up with him?
Well, I hope so. I have to try. I love Carl, but nothing is more important than protecting the city, and I can't do that while worrying about him.
If you ask me, I think you're making a mistake, the Topnotch Tangler. He is quite a hunk. But hey, it's your life. And it would be way juicier if you got back in the dating pool. Imagine the stories you'd bring me about going out with a different guy every night.
Oh, Flimflam, Floozy! What kind of a girl do you think I am? A Floozy? That's your game.
Sorry, the Topnotch Tangler. I just got carried away. So, how are you gonna do it?
I don't know yet, but it's gotta be soon. The longer I wait, the greater chance that I'll make a mistake and innocent lives will pay the price.
Well, is it really over for our hero and her burly beau? Can Kim put her feelings aside for Carl? What's it going to be like to be a single superhero in the sizzling city? Come back in July to find out in another inspiring installment of the Topnotch Tangler.
It's All Been Done Radio Hour number 43. The Topnotch Tangler number 5, Kite Caper, starred Samantha Stark as Kimberly Benson, aka the Topnotch Tangler, Keith Jackson as Commissioner Carl Darling, Joe Morales as Lieutenant Adam Carson, Caitlin Hamilton as the Flimflam Floozy, Cacie Iuvara as the Kite Caper, Nick Arganbright as Greg. It was narrated by Chris Allen, music by Nathan Haley and Jerome Wetzel, episode written by Jerome Wetzel. Please check out our website, it's allbeendoneradiohour.com, our parent website, IABD Presents, and follow us on social media at IABD Presents.
Into the Topnotch Tangler, a superhero that can save the city.
Oh, now you're making me blush.
Nice shape. With the police commissioner who she recently found out was her boyfriend Carl Darling. What?
Keith's on tonight.